So it seems easy. You have a 6x6 canvas, 6 inches by 6 inches, and your job is to fill it with creativity. It can be a drawing, a picture. Well, guess what? Not as easy as it looks.
No, it is very intimidating to look at that little piece of paper and wonder, what am I going to put on it? And if I did put anything on it, who's going to want to buy it? Hannah Welker's live at the Rochester Contemporary Art Center to tell us what this creative exhibit is all about. I know when I was faced with that 6x6 piece of paper, I didn't know what to do, and I thought, oh, it'll never be any good. I mean, then you look at what other people are creating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Norma, you know what? My mother always says there's a lid to every pot. So there's a person for every piece of artwork. There's a person who wants someone's creativity. And Norma, I've been looking for a Chihuahua picture for you. That's the closest I found so far. That is the closest I found.
Oh.
Isn't that so cute?
That's what looks at me every day at home when I get home. That same
You know, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, Norma. I'm gonna try and find you one. But really, I asked Blue, I said, what has stood out to you this year that maybe you haven't seen in past years?
Well, I can't say there's anything that we haven't received in past years, but we'll put out a specific call for Chihuahuas for next year.
It's a specific call. Good. It's like a talent casting. What are your favorites?
Well, over the years, I've tried to collect a few. I don't buy works, you know, during the opening or during the beginning portion of the show, but over the years, I have tried to collect some smaller paintings similar to these. So these caught my eye this year. I really like those too. I've also tried to collect other works that reference 6x6. So sometimes people make funny artworks out of photographs of people at 6x6.
Yeah.
And they're very sort of meta and self-referential. But this really is, you know, as you said, there's a lid for every pot. And we really find that throughout the run of this exhibition, it's amazing to see what sells and what doesn't sell. There's a whole sociology to it. It's amazing that, say, this painting sells on opening night and the one next to it doesn't. And why is that? And I think that's really what the show is all about. It opens up the floodgates, and it allows anyone to contribute an artwork, but it also allows us all to become connoisseurs and collectors because the works are so inexpensive, and it's so fun and playful, and it's all for a good cause. It supports the Art Center, and it puts us all in the decision-making, art-buying role.
Yeah, and you said that it's interesting because there are some pieces here that have been donated by real artists, very well-known artists, but since it's anonymous, no one will ever know.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, there are super famous artists here, internationally and regionally. Just a few big names in the area here: Wendell Castle, Nancy Jers, Francis and Albert Paley, Bill Stewart, many others, in addition to, you know, the local celebrities and politicians and community leaders such as Mayor Lovely Warren and Louise Slaughter and Joel Seligman, the president of the U of R, and many other community leaders have entered artworks as well. So you could score one of those for 20 bucks, might be very valuable. You might think it's by one of the celebrities, but then it ends up being by a kindergartner from Minnesota, and that's cool as well because that's all sort of all built into this project.
You know, you've been a curator, you've been around the art world for years. Is there anything that surprises you when you see it? Anything that you're like, wow, that's really out of the box?
Well, I like the piece over there that's a simple to-do list.
Yeah,
You know,
oh, that's true.
To-do list.
We could even walk over there and show it. I mean, that's what's funny. It's almost like people are putting what, just list things that come up in their mind, and they're creating art out of it.
So it's very playful, but it's also very honest and simple. And for the people who say, I'm not an artist, I can't enter an artwork, well,
check
there
that
it
out.
is. There's a simple to-do list. It says, ask for forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive others, open your eyes, get out of bed, make a cup of coffee, live. I love it. It's
I love it.
So affirming.
It is. It's great. I love it, guys. It really shows never doubt yourself. Because as kids, we don't doubt ourselves. And then later in life, I think we think we're not good enough, maybe at art, and you stop.
Yeah, I think that's what we find, especially with this show. We structured it so that anyone can and participate and make an artwork. But we still find that there's some hesitation sometimes. And then when we reassure people, oh, your name is only on the back, it'll be mixed in with thousands of others, other famous artists and hobbyists and children, and you're mixed in this sea of creativity, hopefully it softens the pressure a little bit and people feel more comfortable to participate and get involved and put themselves out there just the slightest bit.
Yeah, just the slightest bit, guys. I'll toss it back to you in the studio. Pretty cool stuff.
I love that list.
Yeah, and Hannah, I have to say, having submitted something myself, and I'm saying this honestly, looking at what other people have done, I think I should have put a little bit more effort into my...
Yeah.
Hey, you tried, Adam. That's all that matters. Doug ran his over with a car.
We're all familiar with your artwork, Adam.
True.
We're all familiar with what you're able to accomplish.
Yeah, that's true.
And we don't want to, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, okay.